I will never have a plan B ever again. I created a plan C. Hey everyone, what's going out there in the world? This is the story of me failing 1000 times, and every time I have failed is when I had a solid plan B. You heard that before? You have that plan A, which is the dream. Basically, this is what you actually want, and then everyone tells you that what you should do is have a solid plan B. The plan B is the smart plan, the one that will get you to a comfortable place in life, and this is a smart plan. But every time I listened to that advice and had a plan B, I failed. I never got to my plan A whenever I had a plan B. So when I hit the glorious age of 30, that's when you start looking at your life. What I have accomplished, what is going on, what am I doing with my life? Am I doing the things that I want to do? Am I doing the things somebody else wants me to do? What am I doing? I was that constant, this is my plan A, this is my vision board, this is my 3-year plan, this is my all those things, but I always ended up on that plan B. Plan B is where it's comfortable and it's good enough. And what happens when something is good enough? That means you stay there. If it's not uncomfortable enough, you won't move. You have to be really uncomfortable to that point where you say to yourself that this will never happen to me again. I will never be in this place in my life ever again. That is the level of uncomfort you have to reach. At 31, I had a big breakdown. We were in Italy at the time, I believe, and it was the day before my birthday. I was turning 31 and it was a glorious family day. We had this perfect day, and the day after was going to be my birthday in Italy, and we were going shopping and having this amazing day. But the night before, I was feeling a little bit under the weather, a little bit, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it. I just knew that something didn't feel right, and just as I was going to fall asleep, I started crying like a crazy person. I mean, I broke down completely. And I realized at that moment, I was crying for hours and hours. I was crying this whole night, and my fiance was like, what is going on? What is happening right now? But we will solve this together. Tomorrow is going to be a fantastic day, and it was a fantastic day, but I couldn't shake this feeling, that something just wasn't right. And some days after, it just dawned on me that I have had all these plan A's. And I am usually a person that goes after everything that I want, so it's not a problem with that. But I always had some level of a plan B. I always had a plan B, and for me that means that I am not invested enough in something. And all my plans and goals and things I wanted to learn and skills I wanted to have and everything that I wanted to do with myself for my personal development was always hindered by having a plan B. I had this epiphany that I will never have a plan B ever again. I don't care what the plan A is, but I will not have anything to fall back on. And so I was thinking to myself, how does this work in practice? What happens if I don't reach plan A? Okay, that can happen. What do we do afterwards? Where do I land? Because plan B is where you land, where you fall back and then, okay, I'm here at plan B, it's good enough. Cheers. So I created a plan C. There was no plan B. I had a plan A and then I had a plan C. But the thing is that plan C was the horror. The place that you did not absolutely want to end up on. Because plan C was supposed to be uncomfortable, humiliating, demeaning. It was a place that you absolutely didn't want to end up on. So if I fall back from plan A, then I would be so uncomfortable that I would fight tooth and nail to never land on plan C. And from that moment when I created this this kind of process for myself, that was the turning point for everything. Whatever I did from that point on, I would be so scared to end up on plan C that there was nothing else to think about. It was my plan A, or it was nothing. It would be humiliation, total humiliation for myself. And I did not want to be that person. I didn't want to have that uncomfortable experience. I didn't want to be in that place in my life, because whenever a year ends, I look back at my year, and I look back at my personal development, and I analyze it. I need to tell myself at the end of every year that I did the best I could in every area in my life. I did the best I could. I was the best person I could be, and that I have gained some new skills. I have created something new for myself, and that I have leveled up in some way. If I can't do that, well, that is for me a wasted year. Entire year just gone. That will not happen to me. So plan C became this horror image in my mind. There was no comfortable plan B. This is what I'm going after, and if I don't succeed, I will be a total humiliation to myself, and I would have a whole wasted year of my life. That sounds super harsh and super stressful, which it is, but that is the whole point. It needs to be super stressful, because that is the engine to get me to where I actually want to go. And Jesus, I really wish that I have had this life lesson earlier, but I guess that's the thing with life lessons. We don't get them when we want to. Create a plan C, because plan C is where you absolutely don't want to go. If plan A is something huge, something you don't even believe could ever happen, then you adjust it. Adjust plan A, but never go to a place that is comfortable, good enough, but not really where you want to be. Don't waste time, don't waste years. Go after what you want. I am so proud of myself these past 5 years, ever since I got that epiphany and I just killed and slaughtered plan B. There will never be a plan B in my life ever again. There will be no comfortable places in my life again. There is either the uncomfortable plan A, where it's super scary and I want to be there, but it's super scary to get there. I have to put myself out there. I have to do scary things. I have to be criticized. I have to have people watching what I do, and I have to have people commenting on my life all the time, and I have to fail. And of course, I know when I chase my plan A, I will fail at some point, and I will fail many times, and that is scary. But at the same time, plan C is also uncomfortable, but in a whole other way. So there are these two very uncomfortable places, and you just choose your uncomfortable. The uncomfort that will get you somewhere, or the uncomfort where you give up. That's that. Take note. Kill your plan B and let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, because there will be lots and lots of stories from my life and these kind of epiphanies this year. It's one of my New Year resolutions this year. I will share a whole lot of what I learned, and hopefully you will learn something too, and you will teach me something too. And see you next time. Stay classy, people.